Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Music and Beyond. I'm Ernie Crazy Eyes from Primitive Minds and Recall Productions. Be sure to check out the sponsor. And today, I have three special guests from Dallas, Texas, I believe. They
Yes,
are
sir.
known. They are known as Perceived. How's it going, guys?
Going
It's
good,
going
man.
great, man. Thanks for having us.
I got it right though, right? Dallas, Texas.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it. That's where
Okay,
we're
cool.
from. Proud.
How's this pandemic treating you guys?
It's we've been able to release the EP thanks to it. I guess we've been able to focus on it a little more.
Yeah, we're surviving online. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Mainly through the internet.
Yeah, it's crazy how. Imagine if this was to happen like 30 years ago or 20.
It would have really hurt a lot more people, I think, financially wise.
I think so too, because a lot of people have been able to work from home and stuff thanks to computers and the internet. I know some of our people have.
We wouldn't
Yeah,
be able to
yeah.
do this right here.
Yeah, and we wouldn't be able to do this, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, honestly, I've interviewed over 26 people or 26 bands since the pandemic started.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome, man.
And last year I only did like 13 or 14.
Oh wow, yeah, that's great, man. Music scene needs all the help we can get to get out there and be heard.
Yeah, and you guys have a new EP coming out. But before we get to that, I'm kind of teasing the fans right now. How did you guys come up with the name Perceived? Is there a backstory to that name?
It was just one of those things where I was just trying to come up with names over a couple weeks, and everything I Googled or searched, somebody had it, and finally came around to Perceived, thinking of perception and how everything's viewed. And I actually shot the name to these guys to see what they thought, and they shot it down at first. They didn't.
We hated
They
it.
didn't like it. So
I actually made the comment, name one good band that starts with P. Man, did I have egg on my face when they started shooting back. Pink Floyd, Pantera, Primus.
there's some great bands that start with P. And so they finally came around, and we just went with it since nobody had it, and we thought it fit the band sound really well.
It grew on us for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I like the name because I've actually never ever heard anybody use that word in like a band name or in just in regular talking.
Yeah, it's one of those words that aren't used a lot. It's definitely weird for a band name, I guess, because it's more of a verb than a noun.
But I mean, it works in a sense, though. Did y'all go see Perceived? Have you heard Perceived? It's kind of cool.
And that's how I think I brought it to y'all at first. Like, whenever we're trying to think of a band name, what do you guys think of the new Perceived album or the new Perceived song? And it doesn't sound bad. It works. But it's different. I think it's different.
Yeah, it's cool, and I like it. Like, shit, if I had some merch for Perceived instead of this saying "fuck," so you're.
Well, we've got it available on our website, perceivedband.com. You can go get T-shirts. You can get the new EP early. We've got stickers, posters, all sorts of good stuff on there.
Yeah, just check out the store for anybody that's interested.
Look at you guys jumping the gun. That was the last question. Now I'm gonna have to end the interview. No, I'm just kidding.
I killed it.
Way to go, kid.
Who inspired you to, pick up the instrument / microphone?
I guess for me, I've just kind of been playing since I was a kid. I loved music back in the day. MTV was a big thing as a kid, so drumming on the carpet with drumsticks and stuff for me just steadily until I met this guy over here, Charlie, and actually got a real drum set, started jamming together, and then that's how I kind of really got into the drums.
Probably Nirvana and STP, because that's really where I started getting into guitar and picking out Nirvana songs and stuff. That's kind of when we met. I was attempting to play a Nirvana song, and he's like, "Oh, I think I can play this part," and that's kind of how it started.
I mean, we all grew up in the 90s, so we're definitely heavily influenced by that 90s rock sound.
Yeah. And I could totally hear that in the and the 3 songs that I heard a few weeks ago when you sent me those files. And I actually got pretty excited, and I was kind of like, oh, maybe he's gonna send me 3 more, or maybe he's gonna surprise me with the rest. But when I found out it was a 3 EP album, I'm like, fuck, I need more already.
There'll be one more song. It's a 4-song EP, so we have one more track.
Okay.
So, and I'll be sending you the whole thing here, I guess, this weekend, and it comes out next Friday for everyone else.
Is it 30th or the 31st?
It's on the 30th on Friday.
Okay, yeah, Friday. I'm actually
It'd
pretty
be cool.
excited for that.
It'd been cool right on Halloween. It's really close.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to hear that last song, and I'm excited for other people to listen to to your music, man, because you guys totally blew me away.
Oh man, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm excited about releasing that artwork too. That's probably my favorite piece from the art we did for the album. Is this last song, Betrayed Belief, we're about to drop.
Oh,
Yeah, we did artwork for each individual track, and so each track has its own picture that Crawley Photography did. So it's
that's
I'm
so
excited
cool.
about that one too. It's definitely my favorite one too.
Yeah, I think just as much work went into the artwork as the music.
For sure. It was all well thought out.
Yeah.
And we had Carcass John is actually the guy who did our cover art, which is also the artwork on the t-shirts and everything, which is a local artist here in Dallas, which is really cool. He does a lot of artwork for local bands, which is really awesome.
Nice. That's awesome. And how's the music scene in Dallas? Like, have you guys like, I know there's no concerts right now, but like, have you guys talked to any bands that are doing like maybe like a live streams, or have you guys thought about doing maybe a live stream?
Well, we thought about doing a live stream, but actually it seems like things are starting to slowly open back up here. We actually just played a show last weekend with a bunch of great bands. And the scene around Dallas in general is great, man. There's a lot of great bands.
A lot of great variety, not just one style. We got our heavy bands, our softer bands, our more melodic bands. It's a great mixture up here in our local scene.
Yeah, I'll be talking to Dark Avenue probably here in a few weeks.
Cool. Nice, man. I'm about to get the CD in the mail. I ordered it a while back.
Oh,
it's
nice.
crazy. Yeah, I can't wait.
I saw them open up for Adelita's Way back in 2017, I think.
Yeah, I just discovered them this year too myself. I didn't realize they were local. They're actually really good.
Yeah, they sound too good to be local. I'm like, what the heck? What do you guys
Yeah, I don't think I've
That's
showed
a good thing.
I was waiting to get the CD before I brought it over here to these guys to let them hear it. See, so yeah, they'll be hearing it soon.
That's awesome. And I know you guys are releasing a four song EP now. But will it be a while till we hear more music by you guys, or?
We're in the process of writing. We're always in the process of writing, but it probably will be a little bit before we actually throw something down on it.
Yeah, we when you come to our shows, of course, you get a couple of the new ones that we have, the newer material that we've worked on and finished, and we're actually maybe a little secret, maybe the single we're gonna do for Inevitable, that we may release a single here in within the year, maybe. I'd like to think under a year, release another single.
Nice. I'm so ready. Can it be a year ready, please?
Well, hopefully it won't take that long.
Yeah, hopefully.
Just for that one.
Yeah, just for a single. It's one that I kind of hold dear to my heart. It's an older song, but it's one that I definitely want to get out there.
Yeah, and I've noticed that like a lot of bands have been kind of releasing older songs. I talked to Rap Theory a few weeks ago, and the music that they've been taking out, like as singles, have been older music or unreleased stuff.
That's
right.
Now's a great time to do that. It's still new to everyone else, even though it's not new to them. No one else has really heard the material, so it's always cool to hear that, I think, especially when it's a band that you like and you can hear their older stuff.
Yeah. And totally, I guess, see where they came from.
Yeah, that's great. A band evolves as it grows, so you never know where it's going to take the band with the sound.
Yeah.
So the old stuff's always cool to hear.
Can you guys tell me a little bit about the song Living Hell, and, maybe give me a little backstory about it?
The song itself, me and Charlie started writing it about 20 years ago. And then we got back together a couple years ago to continue writing the stuff we were working on back then. So, and with Kevin, who helped finish that song with us. And I guess the lyrics back then were a little more of a dark place where I was. So that's what represents life being a living hell.
Yeah.
But the solo section, the whole middle part is the newer part that Charlie helped come up with as well. And the artwork for that song, the Burning Dollhouse, if you will, is we actually burned a dollhouse for that. We had purchased one off Facebook and we made it up, painted it, made it look real nice. Thanks to my missus. And we took it out to the lake and burned it and
Set it on fire.
And Crawley Photography captured probably like 500 pictures of it burning. We had to pick the one that we thought fit the song the best. So that's the one we went with the flames just engulfing the house.
That's
pretty much the backstory on that one.
That's great. And can you tell me a little bit more about not to be and darkening?
Yeah, I'll let Kevin go ahead with Not to Be. He actually liked the bass line. That's why we actually wrote that one.
Yeah, Not to Be, again, was one of those that Chris and Charlie had started back in the day and was just one of those unfinished projects. And when I joined this band with them and we started, hey, what do y'all guys think of this? Not to Be, the lyrics just really struck home with me. My first wife actually committed suicide.
Oh,
and that's how me and Chris met, was right after her funeral. And the song's about being in a really dark place and contemplating suicide. And so that song definitely resonates hard with me.
Damn.
And he also came up with the artwork for that single as well. That's all him.
Yes,
with the razor blade and the pill bottle in the sink and the blood.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a graphic image for sure. And we may get censored for it, so be it. But that's a dark subject that a lot of people unfortunately have to either face or know someone who has faced that decision. And it's not pretty. It's ugly, but
Yeah, it is.
Suicide awareness, just make it known. If you need help, please reach out to anybody. You have family and friends that care about you. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Darkening, that's more of a Charlie situation. He's the one that came up with the really cool riff and the heaviness that comes in right at the beginning.
Yeah, that was another 20 years ago. The riff was initially created, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of the Metallica type theme where you got the heavy and then transition into a clean, back into the heavy, just liking that contrast between the heavy and softer stuff.
And those lyrics for that song, we all three wrote on that one because it didn't have lyrics at all on that song. So we sat there and so we all got to collaborate on lyrics, which I think we're definitely going to do more of in the future on the new songs. It's nice to everybody feel connected to the songs that we're playing, especially when we're doing it live.
for sure.
And definitely that kind of connects us all too, to where we don't get so singled out from each other.
We all kind of chip away the edges too and fine tune it. If it was all just one person's idea, I think we make it better by all three of us putting input in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Three minds are better than one.
Hell yeah. Unless it's mine. I'm kidding. And who would you guys like to tour with?
On a local level or on a national level?
I guess let's do both. I mean, I'm sure because there's a lot of local talents. So good.
I mean, I would always say I'd love to open for Tool, but they don't really have opening bands or Metallica. The biggest bands in the world. I'd love to be on that stage in front of their crowd to see what their crowd thinks.
Oh yeah.
But
NSYNC still touring?
they have big crowds too, man. Would their crowds dig us?
I don't know.
They start dancing.
I've had a lot of people from a lot of different genres actually listen to one of our songs and surprisingly like it. We've got kind of a unique sound.
I guess on a local level, there's a local band called Vane that we were actually talking about doing a little tour with, and Righteous Kill as well. But I'd love to do a little tour with the Roommates. They're local too. Great band.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Who would you want to tour with, man? Big band.
Big
What
band?
big band?
Oh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being on a D3 tour like Joe Satriani, Eric Johnson, and Steve Vai, even though we not necessarily in that genre, but that would be really.
Oh, we got to maybe we need to write some instrumental songs. Let Charlie just solo for 20 minutes.
Have a heyday. It'll take me 20 years to write it, but
he loves long solos. I'm being sarcastic. He however they come out, they come out. But I like giving him a hard time. Hey man, your solo starts here and it ends here. It's only 10 minutes to fill.
Right now that you're saying that, like play a solo for 20 minutes, it reminded me of. I told my friend, I'm like, dude, like I want to make a party and I want to hire like just a guitarist that's just gonna play Wonderwall like all night. but just the instrumental so that people don't realize that the song never ends.
Chris always jokes that if Perceived doesn't work out, we're going to be a Butthole Surfers band, but we're only going to do over and over and over again.
Just the one hit over and over and over. You know, however long the set is, that's however many peppers you get.
Up next,
Encore.
Pepper.
we hope y'all enjoyed that one. This one is Pepper.
You know what? When I went to go see Collective Soul in Dallas a few years ago, I was like, why are they getting 30 minutes? Don't they have like that one song?
Yeah, man. Collective Soul is actually really good. I like them.
Yeah, I know, but like everybody else knows it by just that one song. So I'm just like, why? Like, I make fun of everything. So
that's what radio does, though, or at least it's what it used to do. Is they find the one song and they just wear it out, play it on the hour.
And it sucks because it taught people how to just listen to singles and not actually check out the whole album.
Yeah, things have definitely gone back to just singles, especially the way iTunes and everybody sells singles instead of albums. It's definitely the way to go nowadays, I think. Kind of like it was back in the day. You'd sell singles before an album.
Yeah.
I'm still a big fan of full-length albums, though. You get the 2 or 3 tracks and then you don't know the rest of the stuff, and it's a new experience when you put it in for the first time.
Yeah.
It ain't always a win.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's great. I remember it was a live album, the Pantera 101 Proof. It had a couple new songs on it at the end and stuff, but I'd just been to the concert. So when I bought the CD, I was like, man, it's going to be like going to the concert. I went into my garage, cranked it up all the way, and just sat there like I was at a concert. First time listening to it, and it was really that was an experience. I wish more music was like that, where people could just really get into it and just dive into it like that.
Yeah.
We need more better music nowadays.
Yeah.
What is music, anyways? No.
Oh man, get deep now. It's just a bunch of sounds orchestrated together at the same time.
That brings forth emotion and
It's a life support system.
Is that a real question?
If we never had music, would you even know you missed it?
If there was no such thing as music, you wouldn't know you missed it.
I think you would for some reason.
Would you? I know, it'd be
I
crazy.
think it's something, yeah.
Because back in the day, before television, nobody missed television.
That's true.
Now they would.
But I think music resonates inside of you, like your heartbeat. It's a beat,
Who sang for the first time? Who decided to make their voice get notes? Never thought about that. See, look what you did, man. I went down a rabbit hole. Now I'm starting to think like, where the hell did music come from?
Don't use those, man.
This is quickly gonna turn into a music theory type thing.
Oh man, it came from the music gods. That's it.
3 hours later.
Hey,
Answer.
if music ever just gets so bad, I'm just gonna go back and listen to like 30s or 40s type music. I'll listen to these all day.
I think that's what happens. We always end up, what do you call it?
cycling.
Yeah, repeats. History repeats
History
itself.
repeats. Like when swing music came back for a little while.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
That was
I know,
real big.
there's some electronica right now that reminds me a lot of some 80s music right now, which is kind of neat. And especially with all the crazy outfits and hair, that's what 80s kind of was.
Yeah, and then you have guys like Greta Van Fleet that are like Led Zeppelin 2.0.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if there's a market for it and they can make money off it, I mean, I say go for it. But
Yeah.
definitely the first time I heard them, I definitely thought, "Wow, is this Led Zeppelin?"
Right.
Right.
What is this?
It
They
was,
definitely sound like them a lot. So
it was good. It was good.
yeah, they're rocking big crowds, man. They're doing it.
And I ask this question all the time, usually to end the show. But if you were stuck in an elevator with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you talk about?
Wow, that's a tough one.
Hmm. I guess, honestly, for me, I guess I kind of like go with John Lennon.
Oh yeah.
I've heard he's an asshole as a person,
Those are the best.
but as an artist, and especially for back in those days and that time, I think I'd be more fascinated trying to figure out what it was like back in the day, trying to write your own music and stuff. Because I mean, that was one of the main things I like about the Beatles is they wrote their own music. Kind of unheard of back then. A lot of musicians had writers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd go with that. I don't know what we'd really talk about, but it'd probably be definitely music involved. So.
I think it'd be cool to meet Gilmore, Pink Floyd, Roger Waters. That they probably have a couple cool stories to tell about how they create their sound. You know, it's such a big, deep sound.
Oh, yeah.
I'd probably say Kurt Hammett, just because growing up and when I got into guitar, that was probably my biggest influence and what kept me with guitar. And I kind of followed him to, you know, the point where I was getting my LeBray piercing. You know, I just wanted to be Kurt Hammett, you know, and then eventually I kind of transitioned into Charlie, not Kurt Charlie.
I love that, Kurt Charlie.
But yeah, I think it'd be a trip to sit down and bullshit with him in an elevator.
Anything you guys would like to let your fans know?
I guess just we're on Spotify, YouTube. Follow us, subscribe. That helps out a lot with the algorithms. Share our
If you
stuff.
like it, share it.
Yes.
Share it with your friends.
Please.
That helps us so much as artists.
Spread the word. Tell everybody about us if you like what you hear.
Yeah, we're giving all our music away for free online.
The
So just
entire EP.
share it.
It's
You know,
free.
share it to Facebook, whatever.
All you gotta do is go to our website at perceivedband.com and you can download all 4 of the songs. Well, 3 right now, but you'll be able to download the 4th one come next Friday, October 30th, and you can get all 4 for free. I think it downloads only on Android and PC though, is the way it's set up.
But if you, sorry, Charlie.
I was gonna say there might be a 10-minute solo on that one.
But if y'all want to buy the CD to help support us in that way, it's also available online at perceivedband.com, along with all our other goodies.
Oh yeah. And the 4th song will also be available on Apple too, right?
Yes, we're gonna release that one as well next Friday. It'll be available everywhere like the other ones.
Damn. Can it just be Friday already? I think I said that too many times in this interview. You guys literally have me on the edge right now because y'all's music is killer, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank
that,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you everybody for listening to my interview with Perceive from Dallas, Texas. Check them out. New album, EP, October 30th. Stream it, buy it, you know, show it to a friend. And remember everybody that without music, life would be a mistake.